WoW is dying, head to the hills, or so the forums will say. But I don't think it is. I actually think a recent announcement by Blizzard are showing a commitment to the game for years to come. And here's what I'm thinking. So, it looks like Blizzard might be putting to bed any suggestions that World of Warcraft has a limited future. At least that's how it's looking to me. Of course, at the end of every expansion in WoW, people will prophesy doom for the game and have done so, well, since the game even launched, actually. But this time around, even more reasonable people have been darkly muttering of such things. I mean, let's face it, WoW is now a really old game, and titles, even successful ones, tend to have limited shelf life. It's not going to last forever. We're also on the back of the most disastrous expansion in the entire franchise. Couple this with the success of other aspects of Blizzard's stable of games, many of which are still quite young and fresh, and you might be forgiven for thinking that they plan on giving WoW one more roll of the die with Legion, and then see whether or not to continue to invest or just let it die a slow death. So many times when a new MMO comes around, you get people calling it the WoW killer, but time and again history proves that the only thing that will ever kill WoW is Blizzard. World of Warcraft will commit suicide. It will not be usurped by any pretender. Now, with the game bleeding subscribers, some have been thinking that the time has been coming. I looked at the Warcraft movie at first as evidence that this would not be so. After all, if the film is to be really successful, and we all hope it will be, despite those bloody awful posters, then people will flock to the game. Blizzard will have a ready-made influx of new players. A successful release of the film also guarantees sequels. However, this in itself doesn't save World of Warcraft. They could just make another Warcraft game, not even an MMO. The film, after all, is based on Warcraft, not World of Warcraft. You could make quite a few films based only on the pre-World of Warcraft lore. But then the news was announced that Blizzard, in conjunction with a popular publisher, apparently, will be producing a series of books designed to tell the stories of World of Warcraft to children. Traveller. At first, I just took this to be another little sideline that someone thought up. A good idea. A bit like Hearthstone. But that's gone on to be really popular. But then I saw that it's going to be aimed at ages 8 to 12. And I immediately started thinking about World of Warcraft trailers and advertisements. And of course, Blizzard being an American company and the focus being very much on that market, even though it's a global product, it features a rating by your ratings organisation, which in America is called the ESRB. And the rating for World of Warcraft is teen. So, the books are going to be aimed at a readership just below the age at which this game is is considered acceptable content by the US Ratings Authority. Now it starts to sound a lot like a marketing drive to get kids hooked so that when they're old enough to be able to say to their parents that the ESRB now considers the game to be fine for them, then they can get it. And this would be a long-term strategy. Not only are the books not due for imminent release, I don't know when they're due for release, they've only just been announced, but even when they are released, if you look at the target readership at the lower end of that range, it'll be another 4 years before they're ripe, for want of a better word, to be able to actually bug their parents for the game. Now, you might think I'm making an awful leap of faith here, but I really do see this as evidence, not proof, I'm not daft, but evidence of a pretty unshakable commitment to the game by Blizzard. But anyway, let me know what you think. Do you think that this is some evidence that they're thinking long term about World of Warcraft? And in the meantime, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you want to see more content. And until next time, I'll see you later.